Most people don't stay broke because they're lazy. They stay broke because they're busy. There's a difference. Lazy people don't move. Busy people move all the time. And ironically, busy people feel productive. They feel responsible. They feel like they're doing something. But wealth doesn't reward motion. It rewards leverage. You can work 12 hours a day and still build nothing. You can grind for years and still own nothing. You can be exhausted and still have no assets. Because effort and ownership are not the same thing. Most people are trained to trade time. Very few are trained to acquire control. And that's the quiet difference. When you look at people who quietly build wealth, they don't look dramatic. They don't look flashy. They don't look stressed. They look steady. Because they're not trying to earn more hours. They're trying to own more pieces. Pieces of businesses. Pieces of systems. Pieces of assets. Pieces of leverage. The broke mindset says, I need to work more. The wealthy mindset asks, what can I build once that pays repeatedly? This is uncomfortable to hear because it forces responsibility. It means your exhaustion might not be the problem. Your strategy might be. Hard work is respected. But ownership is paid. You can be the hardest worker in the room and still be the poorest. Because effort without leverage is survival. Leverage without noise is wealth. And this is where most people get confused. They believe money is about income. It isn't. It's about control. Control over your time, your decisions, your assets, your risk. If you stop working tomorrow, does money stop immediately? If the answer is yes, you don't own anything yet. You rent your income. Quiet wealth is built differently. It starts with one uncomfortable shift. Stop upgrading lifestyle. Start upgrading ownership. Instead of bigger car, bigger apartment, louder image, the quiet builder asks, can I buy equity? Can I buy shares? Can I build something that compounds? Because compounding doesn't look exciting in year one. It looks boring. It looks slow. It looks invisible. But by year 5, it looks unfair. This is why most people stay broke. Not because they don't work, but because they don't accumulate. They consume what they produce. And consumption feels like progress. New phone, new clothes, new vacation, new subscription. But none of those things produce cash. They produce dopamine. There is nothing wrong with enjoying life. But there is something dangerous about confusing spending with success. Quiet, rich people delay visible upgrades. They upgrade skill, position, ownership, networks. They play long games in silence. Because wealth is built in private. Status is performed in public. And most people choose performance. The second reason people stay broke is emotional. They want fast wins. We live in a culture addicted to speed. Quick flips, quick profits, quick hype. But slow money is stable money. Fast money usually leaves as fast as it arrives. Quiet wealth compounds because it's boring enough to protect. Third reason, they don't separate identity from income. If your identity depends on what you earn this month, you will panic when it drops. And panic leads to bad decisions. Wealth is emotional discipline before it is financial intelligence. Can you stay calm when others rush? Can you stay patient when others flex? Can you stay focused when others chase noise? Most can't. So they stay stuck. The quiet rich path isn't glamorous. It looks like saying no often, living below what you can afford, investing when nobody is watching, staying consistent without applause. There is no viral moment. There is no overnight breakthrough. There is accumulation, then acceleration. And here's the part most people miss. You don't need to earn huge money first. You need to build ownership habits first. Ownership thinking, ownership positioning, ownership decisions. Because once ownership becomes your default lens, everything changes. You stop asking, how much does it cost? And you start asking, what does it produce? You stop thinking in expenses. You start thinking in assets. You stop chasing more effort. You start building more leverage. That is the quiet pivot. And that pivot is why some people slowly become untouchable. They don't announce it. They don't broadcast it. They don't flex it. They build it, silently. And one day, the difference is visible. Not because they tried to look rich, but because they built rich. If this message feels uncomfortable, good. Growth always starts where comfort ends. The question isn't, are you working hard? The real question is, are you building something that works for you? Quiet wealth doesn't scream.